So there I was, just minding my business, when Elon showed that he still hires a bunch of dicks. Good evening, ladies.
Ones.
Fuck, man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey of the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey. I'm not as happy as I sound right now. I promise you that. He's Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Jack, how the hell are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm all right. How are you?
I've had an interesting day. My wife has been putting some lidocaine in this little roller on my shoulder for me because I'm still having some issues with it. But we also have an icy hot roller. So I asked Lady Monkey tonight, would you put that one on instead? See if it, helps loosen up the muscles a little bit. And about 15 minutes later, she goes, your back is all red, but only where I put that. And I could barely even tell she'd put it on me until it started burning my fucking skin.
Are you allergic?
I must be. I must have some issue with it. She scrubbed it off of me, and I have it. The pain stopped immediately, almost, and it was just really, really weird. I've used icy hot before.
Yeah. Did you use the one with lidocaine? You said
No. The lidocaine is one I usually use. I have two different rollers. One for pain like that, and then the one for the menthol is basically what they use in those things.
But you're probably allergic to the capsaicin then.
I'm surely not allergic to menthol because otherwise I would have died a while ago.
Yeah. No, it's probably the capsaicin in there. So, because I use the icy hot lidocaine and it doesn't have as much capsaicin, but the regular one is just jam packed with it.
And then I'm minding my own business. I finished my game stream. I reach out to you. I'm like, hey, Jack, I finished a little later than I wanted to because I wanted to start this show by midnight tonight.
Yeah.
But I decided to start using Restream for my game stream so that I can stream to both YouTube and Twitter. So it took me a little longer to get it set up than I wanted. But we still could have got started right about midnight. And then I pointed out that JF Garapi likes banging mentally challenged women and that he dropped a woman off in the woods who've never been seen before. And I got immediately banned from Twitter.
Yeah. Not just suspended, but you're permanently banned.
Yes. So I go out there and I'm like permabanned, no reason given, no email, nothing, just you've been banned. I'm like, okay.
Apparently Twitter's all for, or X is all for murdering retards.
So I go
allegedly.
and I immediately file an appeal.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, for their appeal, I don't know how you appeal when you don't know what you did.
Yeah.
How am I supposed
that's why
to
they
say,
don't tell you. They learned it from watching YouTube.
How am I supposed to say I didn't do that when I don't know what I supposedly did? Anyway, so I fill out this appeal, and at the end of the appeal, they make you prove you're a human with a 20-step process. That's not a 20 steps. And so I go through all 20 steps, and that fast, literally that fast, I got an email telling me that my account will not be unsuspended.
That's such bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is a permaban for life, apparently. I guess I should have, hated Jews or blacks because Fuentes is allowed there. Talk dirty to kids. Disrespect didn't get kicked off today. I apparently telling Pearl she was ugly was wrong. I thought she knew.
Maybe not.
Yeah, today she was trying to give some woman shit. She's the woman had taken a picture with her brand new baby and her whole family, which she's got like 6 kids, are sitting around her and her husband. They're smiling, and the tweet says like, "This is the way." And Pearl said something to the effect of, "You shouldn't use your kids for clout." Shut up, barren woman. And I merely said she's surrounded by the people that love her, kind of like when you post a solo picture.
Wow. That's mean, but it's funny.
It's true, too.
Yeah.
So maybe it was that. I don't fucking... Maybe Barnes, because he was kind of active at the time. I'm just saying. Maybe he saw that I called him a fat retard over and over last night. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he's a big enough douchebag to do that, but...
Speaking of which, Jack, how about we start there?
Okay.
Pyrus, don't worry about it, man. We'll talk about it in just a little bit. Just you did nothing wrong. It's okay for us to have disagreements from time to time, man. And either one of us could have been right in that situation. This isn't a point where you were like, I'm going to ignore all evidence. Then maybe we might have an issue, my friend. No, we're good, Pyrus. Okay, so remember last night, Robert Barnes told us about the Barcelona the Barcelona test that they did and found 1 in 4 kids had coke in their hair.
So apparently a lot of Spaniards do drugs.
I went and tracked it down.
Let me guess. It contradicts what he said.
No. It actually does say 1 in 4 kids in Barcelona. It's a very small sample. They did this. They did an initial one. They did 3 phases of this basically. And the initial one was kind of like at large. And then the other 2 were specifically kids who came in through the ER. And when they tested their hair for drugs, what is it, 24%, I think it was? I forget the exact percentage. It's somewhere on your screen. I'll throw this into chat if anybody wants to dig through it. But yes, 1 in 4 kids basically had coke in their hair. Thank you, Black Dynamite, who said, what's up, Monkey and Jack? What's up, my friend?
What's up, Dynamite?
That's not the telling part. That's not where he tells his lie in this case. So here's the methods. Here's the studies. Here's the hair sample analysis. This is where the little fat fuck lied his ass off.
I'm so shocked.
All the hair samples were collected and stored in closed paper envelopes at dry ambient temperature until analysis. Hair samples from children belonging to study 2 were examined for the presence of opiates, cocaine, cannabinoids, and amphetamines by a validated gas chromatograph mass spectrometer method with a limited quantification of 0.2. Okay, and then we get down to the bottom part where it's expanded from 0.2 to 0.05. Do you remember the amount in the child's hair?
5,000.
He's using this where they found the most trace amount. One that you would not even get. Remember the truckers worried about getting fired? They wouldn't be fired for this because it wouldn't trigger the test.
Yeah.
This is like 1/1,000,000th of what that child had in her hair. And like, the people in Barcelona, their kids had coke in their hair.
To a barely perceptible amount.
The most minimal fucking amount you could even get. Anyway, tall person, thank you. Morning Monkey, can't sleep, but at least I can catch one of these live. Happy Chocolate Pudding Day to you as well, my friend.
Nice.
Guys, please share because I can't.
Yeah, because somebody got permabanned.
Got permabanned by those fucking censorious dicks.
Well, just remember, I still have a Getter and Truth Social account, so if shit gets ridiculous, we'll
see. I pissed off somebody. Look, it could have been some of Dr. Disrespect's fans because we're going to get into that in just a second.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me either, but I'd be more inclined to say JF did it. I mean, or somebody at Twitter's a fan of theirs, and was just going through comments.
My only issue with it being, one, it was really fast after I made that.
Yeah.
And for JF to have that kind of clout at Twitter just doesn't seem right.
No, but he might know somebody that works there.
It's possible. Seriously, how does Barnes expect to be able to show his face after all so much tarded Baldo washing cope? Because most people that listen to him are not going to do what I did and go out and pull up this study. They're just going to take what he said and go 1 in 4 kids.
Yeah.
Because they're retarded and he knows it, and that's what he plays to. That's the honest answer.
Absolutely. Thank you, tall person. And some for you, Mr. Jack. Happy National Coconut Day. Oh, it's you as well. Enjoy yourself a island stranding coconut.
All right, so let's get into this because this was the story we talked about last night, and honestly, hang on, I have private messages I need to check real fast.
Brand said, "Oh, JF, huh? He blocked me for just asking, how's your wife?"
That's actually wonderful.
I'm a little jealous. I didn't think of that.
So Yeah, so Dr. Disrespect, right? We talked about him last night, where last week it came on Friday, I believe is the day it dropped. A Twitch mod. I'm going to be one of those companies. I was going to say one of them needs to change their name, but X technically did, and that's a dumbass name.
So
all right,
angry about X.
They both need to change their names because they're both dumb. Twitch had suspended Dr. Disrespect 4 years ago. Nobody ever said why, even though Dr. Disrespect said he knew why. And in fact, that's why he was suing. But he never told anybody. And then he says nothing for 4 years. And Twitch says nothing for 4 years. And there's a lawsuit where Twitch agrees to pay him, reportedly, agrees to pay him the contract that he was owed. Again, reportedly $7 million worth. And then last Friday, a Twitch mod came out without mentioning his name and said the reason he was banned, seriously, that's how it starts, or he was banned, something like that. He never mentions Dr. Disrespect's name. But the reason he was banned was for sexting a 17-year-old and making plans to meet up with her at TwitchCon. Snubber, thank you. So will your cousin make a return? My cousin has been busy for the last 20 minutes. I don't know how active he'll be on his thing, but he is over there. If you want to reach out and say hi to him. Anyway, Jack, Dr. Disrespect came out with a statement saying, look, I didn't do anything wrong or anything illegal, and I got paid. And many of us noted that he didn't say, hey, I never sexted a minor. And lots of people, when those of us who questioned that pointed it out, went, he said he didn't because he said he didn't do anything illegal.
That's not the same thing.
So I wake up today and there's a post from, oh, wait, we got to jump ahead. Last night, the reason we were talking about it is because the game company that he helped found parted ways with him after doing their own investigation.
What?
Saying that they had standards and morals they have to uphold. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember their exact phrasing on that, but basically, yeah, we can't be seen with somebody who, was sexting a minor.
I mean, I get it.
And they didn't actually say that he was sexting a minor. They said after investigation, we have to part ways with him because, yeah, we cannot be fucking associated with this shit.
It does look kind of bad to the general public.
Being known as the pedo game is really not where you want to be.
It really doesn't help sell your product,
No,
except maybe drag queens and
it'd probably be big with teachers unions.
Yeah, but that's a fairly narrow market.
So I wake up this morning and it's already blown up about an hour before I woke up. And old Dr. Disrespect has made a Twitter post. And he would have been smarter to just not fucking say anything.
Well, he'd have been smarter not to say anything the first time to the teenage girl.
To the teenage girl. Yeah.
But here we are.
The Twitch ban. Hello. I'd like to make a quick statement. Hello. Let's cut the fucking bullshit.
Oh, that's edgy. Oh, that's a lot of sharpness on that edge there. Wow, man. Hold on. Sorry. I got to process that.
As you know, there's no filter with me.
No.
For 4 fucking years, you haven't told anybody why this happened. But there's no filter, y'all.
There's no filter, but there's a stopgap.
I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. Hey, degenerate. If you're always willing, why is this written today and not Friday? He's always willing, Jack. Cut the fucking bullshit. Does that seem always willing to you?
No.
Huh. Maybe his always willing has a time frame.
Yeah, always willing between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. every fifth Wednesday.
First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. If I were you, I would have specifically apologized to my, I don't know, wife.
Yeah.
Throwing
would
that
be
out
high
there.
on the list.
A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I. No, we weren't. They told us. They said,
That is a part
we
of it.
heard the allegations. We looked into it and fuck this guy.
Yeah, it does seem to be what they were indicating there, doesn't it?
They really did. Our team is full of incredibly yesterday Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down.
Collectively,
Really?
was it?
I thought we weren't doing fucking bullshit, dude.
We weren't, but we are now.
Christ. Anyway, our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have
Well,
what's that?
It's not our anymore, is it?
No, it's really their team.
Yeah.
But hey, he's not bullshitting you. It's our team. Our
Sure.
team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize the future culture we have carefully crafted.
Ooh.
Well, you might not want to, but
Here we are.
everybody's been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Bullshit, you lying motherfucker. Because you found out, and before any legal shit happened, you could have said it. You could have said, they banned me for this reason. You did not. I'm not wrong on that, right?
I don't think so.
There was nothing legally holding him back from just telling the truth at that time. He could have done it at any time. He could have done it during the trial. He could have done it since then. He could have said, they banned me for this. I cannot believe that an NDA would be like, hey, oh, yeah, by the way, please don't mention that we banned you for, sexting a minor. Do you think Twitch would give a shit about that part of it?
No.
You were covering your ass. That's why you didn't talk about it. You lying motherfucker. Even now, he can't. I always am willing to take responsibility. They wouldn't let me speak. Who? I mean, I understand if your wife wouldn't let you talk about it, but let's be honest here. You're the one who kept it to yourself and kept it down. You're just a fucking liar, man. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusation, I can tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Now, for the record, there's an email going around. I don't have access to it because it's on my X account. There's an email going around from a supposed Twitch moderator who claims that it was all basically a setup by people at Twitch who didn't like this guy. And I saw several people who goes, this kind of lines up with what Dr. Disrespect said. It really doesn't. It does kind of confirm that it was for the talking to a minor. But he says that there was this private group where Dr. Disrespect was helping smaller creators, and one of them just happened to be 17, and it had a group name that could be a innuendo, and there was some stuff about that. Nobody's getting kicked out for that. You're a fucking liar, man. It was basically admitting everything, but trying to put it in the best possible Doc did nothing wrong kind of spin.
Yeah.
And it is. It's total garbage. Anyway, here we go, guys. Strap in. For anybody who out there is like, we need evidence. Well, here you go. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Well, there you go. That should be the end of the statement.
The end.
The rest of it should say, as I said, I'm not going to fucking bullshit you. I am a degenerate piece of shit. I should not be allowed around children. I am going to fuck off to the middle of nowhere and die a lonely, sad man.
I suspect that based on what you just said, that's not what he says.
No, it's totally not.
Okay.
Okay, so for the record, right there, he just admitted that he did it. But here's his next line. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not.
Oh, he had it not on there. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Pyrus. I don't blame you for wanting evidence. I don't. I am a more skeptical person of a lot of people than I don't give as much benefit of the doubt as a lot of people do. You and I have no issue. But now that you have the evidence, you have the right thing. Fuck him. There are so many people cupping this guy's balls, including Jeremy, which we'll get to in a minute.
I'm shocked. That little clout chaser.
So I just want to point out what he just told us here, because he told us without telling us. Were there real intentions behind these messages? What does that sound? Let's say, no, I was just joking. Well, what kind of joke does that put in your mind? If the question is about your intention, that to me sounds like you were making jokes about fucking this child. You know, I didn't mean it. I was just kidding about fucking the kid. I was just making jokes.
I wasn't intending on coming in her and filling her up with my man fluid. That was just a joke, bro.
Again, somebody, if you have a different take on that, if you can give me some way that that's not what he's saying, that he's not admitting he was making horribly inappropriate conversation with this child, please let me know. Now, there's been some stuff made about the girl's age, which as far as I know, it has not been absolutely confirmed, but reportedly she was 17, Jack. No, and that's where JF Garapi's like, that's no big deal, but he likes to, bang retarded girls. I'm not being mean there when I say retard. Oh, you're fucking no. Actually mentally challenged women. That's what gives JF a boner. So him thinking, talking sexually with a child is no big deal doesn't shock me at all. But at the time of this, Jack, this motherfucker was 35.
It's a little creepy.
35 years old having sexual conversations with a 17-year-old.
Well, was she hot?
What are you, a Hollywood producer?
Apparently.
Lil Mo Sizslack, thank you so much. Very, very kind. Some money for what you guys do. Thank you. That's very, very kind. Thanks, and man. Darth Mondo, thank you. Brand and I have started the hashtag free ranting monkey. Pass it along. Please do. Yeah, I have no recourse. I can't reach out through my cousin because that could get my cousin banned.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want to push it, I would appreciate it. Or somebody ask Elon what the fuck happened. Just give me an explanation. I want to remind you, this guy that we're reading on Twitter earlier today admitted to sexting a minor, and he's still there.
A minor as in a child, not a coal miner.
Yes. Somebody under the age of 18. So anyway, he didn't have real intentions.
Uh-huh.
These were casual, mutual conversations. Hey, pedophiles out there, and I'm not calling this guy a pedophile, he's a wannabe. It does not matter if the child was mutual, okay?
Still a child.
They're a child, asshole. They don't get to do that. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. So they just leaned into being a little inappropriate.
It's just drifting into those perilous waters. Just a smidge. Just using words like anal and cream pie. Nothing. It's just a little, flirtatious banter with a high school student, like you do.
I'm not going to lie. When I read this, my first thought was, did Barnes help him write this?
He probably had a lawyer help him write this.
This is some
Not a good
serious,
lawyer, but
lawyer stupidity. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Irrelevant.
yeah. See, he's trying to focus on the legal aspect and not the moral aspect. It's morally reprehensible.
And especially this part, because he was still banned when it was over.
Yeah.
He didn't get reinstated for it. What he did was so reprehensible to them that they're like, you know what? Take the $7 million and get the fuck out.
We're just going to want anything to do with him. That should tell you a lot right there.
We're just going to eat $7 million. Get the fuck out.
I'm curious to know how bad those messages were that they took a $7 million hit.
Yeah.
Because they had to have been not very pleasant for them to be like, all right, here's millions of dollars. Leave us alone.
And again, the dispute was about a breach of contract, not whether or not he actually did this.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me.
So yeah, it's focusing on the wrong thing again.
Hey, look, you got away with it.
Yeah, I'm not a criminal. No, you're just reprehensible.
All he had to say is that he believed she was 18, if that is indeed the case. Well, here's the thing.
Some people are dumb.
In the, let's call it the sweeping email that was done by the one Twitch moderator, they say that he didn't know they were 17. You know what he doesn't say in here, which would be the right venue to say it?
I didn't know they were 17.
Yeah. He never says in here, I didn't know she was a minor. And we'll get to that in a minute because there's something important about the minor thing.
Oh my God. Does he say, I thought she was 14? I didn't realize she was so old.
No, he actually never addresses that.
Oh, okay.
And you're never going to convince me that if he thought she was a minor or he thought she was an adult, he wouldn't have put that in here.
Yeah.
He put in here that there were no real intentions behind the sexual conversation he was having with the child, but didn't put in, I didn't know she was a child.
Again, it's he can dance around the legality part all he wants. People find it morally gross what he did.
Well, he's gonna talk about that next.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Now, from a moral standpoint, I absolutely take responsibility.
Do you? Because I seem to see a lot of dodging and weaving going on here.
Well, maybe there's no real intention behind his apology here. Anyway, from a moral standpoint, I absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. And that right there tells me he knew she was underage.
Probably, yeah.
That's on me. That's on me as an adult. See? As a husband and a father. But notice he leads with the adult part. You knew she was a minor, didn't you, you little dirty bitch? You knew it. You jacked off to a kid. It should never have happened. I get it.
Do you?
Bruh. He makes it sound like somebody just told him that. He's like, oh, you're right.
No, I think this is more like, I get it, all right? Leave me alone about it.
That's exactly what it is.
Wrong. Ugh.
I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid.
Ew.
No, it was gross. You're a disgusting human being, and I hope bad things happen to you. And I mean that sincerely. It shouldn't have happened. Here, Jack, I'm not perfect. I still have never sexted a minor.
Apparently, it's all the rage with the teachers, so...
What the hell? You don't have to be perfect not to, abuse children or be sexual with children.
Yeah, I mean, I see where you're going, but he didn't do nothing illegal. And that's the point that he's really, really resting on us here.
And that's fine. He didn't do anything illegal. I can even believe that. We've discussed a way that could be absolutely true, that it wasn't illegal. It doesn't make it okay.
No. See, not illegal means A-okay. So you have to accept it, right? That's how this works.
Thank you, Lil Mo Sislak. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Mo Sislak from Simpsons.
Oh, I don't watch Simpsons enough to know his last name. I know who Mo is. Well, I'm confused about the movie. So the cops knew the internal affairs was setting them up? I don't know what that's in reference to. But thank you. I appreciate it. Is that a Simpsons reference I'm not getting?
I don't know. I don't know that
All
reference.
Right. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely.
Oh, loosey-goosey.
Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? That's what I thought when I read that the line right before it. Are you kidding me? Bruh, you were sexting a minor. You knew she was a minor. And your only real defense is, I didn't really mean it.
It's totally not illegal. Fuck off.
She wanted it. I mean, he literally did the she was asking for thing. It's mutual.
What was she wearing at the time?
She was 17. You were 35, motherfucker. Literally old enough to be your dad.
Yo.
How dare you guys think I'm a degenerate? I mean,
how dare you?
It's your whole fucking persona. How many times do I have to tell you people, when somebody tells you who they are, listen to them. Oh, it's just an act. He's actually a really nice guy. No, he's a cocksucker. He's always been a cocksucker. And this proves it. Anyway. Anyone that truly knows me, hey, like that kid, fucking knows where I stand on those things with those fucking types of, or with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgusting that I fucking hate even hearing about. Okay.
So when you're doing it,
bro, let's say you're being completely honest here. At what point did you think it was okay to have sexual jokes with the child? If you are this, I would never have a conversation like that with a child. And yes, I am saying child with a late teenager. How about that? I'll even be as generous as I can be. With a minor, I would not have those conversations.
That's a career killer. Look, I do a teacher that would joke around with the students like that, like make dirty jokes and stuff like that. He's not a teacher anymore because somebody tattled and he got in trouble and he quit his job. So it's not that difficult to lose everything over talking to young people inappropriately. There's a line in a professional, even casual setting. You gotta watch yourself. Just one accusation could be a life ruiner. And this guy hasn't learned his lesson yet.
And for the record, because I saw lots of people today being, it's just an allegation. It is no longer an allegation. It's admitted.
Yeah, he just admitted it.
Don't be labeling. Wait, that's a different level of disgusting that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I mean,
hey, Jack, do you know everything about this guy?
No.
A week ago, did you know that he'd been sexting a minor?
Nope.
So obviously, you know, he's totally never done anything inappropriate except for this one thing.
Well, I don't know that.
Sure, you do. He just told us he's totally against all that stuff.
Sure he is. Sure. Totally not a degenerate scumbag. I have no evidence of that. Just because he said so, he doesn't think he did anything wrong here. What other things does he think he didn't do? Oh, just the tip, man. I only put the tip in.
But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. He's still got 4 paragraphs left, though. The last.
Oh my God.
So To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. And I wish I could have said all of this sooner. You could have.
Are they from Hollywood?
I guarantee there's nothing in that NDA that says you cannot come out and say why Twitch banned you. I bet it says they can't say it.
And he can't disparage them, but that'd probably be about it. No, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's in there, but I kind of doubt it.
And remember, this is the guy who just 2 days ago was telling us he couldn't even deny sexting a kid. I have to be very careful how I say this. How about I didn't sext a minor?
That seems like something you might want to say if you didn't.
He's hiding behind this bullshit because he did bring a lawsuit that, hey, guys, I mean, you know, in lawsuits, you're not allowed to talk about stuff. One, that's not true. Unless there was a gag order from the judge, he could have said all of this back then.
Yeah, either he signed an NDA or he's just not talking about it.
Before he filed the lawsuit, as soon as he found out why he was banned, he could have immediately went on and went, this is fucking bullshit. I didn't do this.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I did it. Please still like me. Please still let me entertain your children. His target audience I don't know if you've ever seen him. His target audience is like 13 to 17.
Oh.
He's a jackass who yells and screams a lot and insults people. He's made for young people, the kind of people who are impressed by that.
Yeah.
But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. He only ever sexted one minor. He even says an individual minor. That is such a who even describes it that way?
As opposed to what, a group of them? Yeah. What are your goals here, buddy? Well, I was only talking to one. It's not like there was a group chat with 3 or 4 of them where I was being pervy.
The other ones were too smart to stay.
Yeah.
They yelled stranger danger and took off.
They had parents that loved them.
Where are we? You guys always showed me and my family love and support throughout all the years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. No, you don't. I do. First of all, you lying piece of shit.
Right.
And 2, what you're talking about is I guarantee you some people knew and they were still your friends and didn't say anything. And I guess I kind of get it with family, right? Although I'd have a hard time with that.
Yeah, I would too.
If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. Hey guys, if those charges of me talking inappropriately with a child made you uncomfortable, I understand. I get it. He's a good guy there, Jack. He's empathetic to them. For fuck's sake, man. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. Yeah, you made him a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with 0 real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Okay? Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire situation and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. I'll thank you for the permission.
Yeah, thanks for permission to feel how I'm gonna feel anyway.
Go fuck yourself. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. This is the guy who just, I think yesterday, day before, was crying about how he's burned out. Remember, we talked about that just last night. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to admit to sexting a child, and you guys are going to take it and like it.
Real quick. Thank you, Alan, for the generous tip. Says, hello, Jack. Hi, Alan. Hope you're doing well out there.
Is he in character for this? Why is he in character? No, he's not in character for this. That's who he is. The fact that he throws on a wig and some cheesy sunglasses and his little red vest that he wears, that doesn't make him a character. I mean, up while he's being an asshole. Keldrick, thank you. It's impossible to take him seriously when he drops so many F-bombs. It comes off as if he's trying too hard to sound like a mature person. It makes him sound like a teenager who desperately wants you to treat him like an adult.
Yeah.
No, this is more performing for his child audience. Because this look how he stood up. I mean, this part here. I'm not fucking going anywhere. Go get him, Doc.
Oh, you're so badass, man.
Wardedly, thank you. If only we had a YouTube lawyer who could break this down for us that doesn't do coke and share it with his kids.
It's true. It's true.
I can't show it to you because, again, it's on my Twitter. But Yellow Flash, apparently he made a video last night. I didn't get to see it, but just by context clues, I'm guessing he made one of those, hey, we don't know what happened here. It's just those leftists over at Twitch doing their thing, right?
Yeah.
But he says he took down his video, and after reading this, fuck him. And all I could think is, man, you make the best friends, don't you? A little Ricada hanger-oner and a Doc supporter. You really get the context clues about the kind of assholes you idolize and defend. How many bad people can you have in your life in 1 month?
Apparently the sky's the limit.
And good for him for seeing this and being like, yeah, fuck him. But when he came out, and again, for those in the audience who said, hey, we want proof, when this guy refused to just say, I did not sext minors. I mean, Keemstar reached out to him specifically, dude, why won't you just say that? And he wouldn't. Wasn't that a context clue?
A little bit of one, I would argue. Yeah.
That sent off immediate alarm bells in my head when I read how he stated it.
Well, you're a grown up.
Ooh.
So there's that.
Alan, thanks so much. Who says, morning, monkey. Good morning, sir. Thank you for the donation. All right. Where are we? I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. You were 35, motherfucker.
Yeah, all those years ago. This is like 4 years ago.
4 years ago is when he got banned. He says this was in 2017, which is 7 years ago.
That's a little better, I guess. But
which is fine. But you were still 30 fucking 5. You weren't 21. You weren't 25. You were 3.5 decades into life, motherfucker.
Old enough to know better.
I've grown since I finally, my balls dropped and I grew. You were 35 doing this. I'm taking an extended vacation. You just said you're not fucking going anywhere.
Except on vacation.
Seriously, he's going to make me drop an N-bomb. I'm going to go back to my Norfolk days if he doesn't. Well, thank God we're almost done.
Just don't drop the F word.
Oh, man. This one
will be okay, I think.
I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. Bro, there should be no heavy weight off your shoulders.
Maybe that heavy weight is that 17-year-old girl. Too soon?
No, not at all. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right.
Who's they? Like the man?
Well, there is a conspiracy out there that this is all being done to him, you see.
Oh, of course there is.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at something because this is an edited post, Jack.
Oh,
sure. And if you edit a post on on Twitter, it keeps a log of what was changed. And this is a great thing I think that Twitter does, because there was a lot of worry in the beginning when they were given this. And I was one of those people like, hey, you could have somebody say something benign. You could, they could post a picture of a cat and 10,000 people like it. And then they could edit it and it could say, the little Austrian man was the best guy ever.
Yeah.
And so what they did is made it so that you get to see the edits. And there's a very interesting edit that he made. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Vacation to a country with no extradition treaty. and with a lower age of consent.
Right. It's going to be a meetup of 2.
So here's the original one right down here. And here's the one we just read right up here. And this middle one gets edited, and then he changes it back for this one up here. So in the second one, let's go take a look. Let's see if we can find out what he did. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? Wait, there's a word missing.
Minor?
He edited to take out the word minor. And then, after he got a little pushback, put it back in. It's the only change that was made. You can go see Mudahar's video on this. He actually broke it down where you can see him side by side, where it just looks for what changed. So it turned out to be true. Shocking, right? From the guy who wouldn't just flat deny it.
I am shocked and or appalled.
Me too. Thank you, Snubber. Ricky Berwick has not been kind to the doctor, been making jokes about him all day. Oh, go Ricky. Get him.
Get a basket case.
So yeah, he, for some reason, decided to edit that part out. I don't know why. Oh, whoops. We want to be there. Now, there were a lot of interesting responses to this. Crowder, look, hey, there's Crowder. Hey, he took a moment from suing people that didn't do anything wrong. By the way, guys, I did read through the suit last night. I read that article that Actual Justice Warrior sent me. It's fucking amazing. Literal self-own. The timestamps for when everything happened are in there. So there's a 3-hour time frame between the second time somebody from the Crowder universe posted that picture and Jared actually posts the picture. There's 3 hours in there. And they're like, he published this. No, he didn't. Shut up. Anyway. Quarter Black Garrett gives us the wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Where it? Oh, tell me that little shit did he delete it? He deleted it. He deleted it, Jack.
Oh no.
Well, that's okay, dipshit, because I figured you were going to do that. Not today, Jeremy. Not today. Screen share. Got to go to share the window. Boo-da-boo-boo-boo. So here's Dr. Disrespect's thing, and you can show more. You'd read the same thing we just read. And Quartering responds with firm handshakes. What?
Firm handshakes?
Way to go, bruh. Way to go. You're good people.
You're good people for texting or sexting with that 17-year-old.
What the fuck?
He's clout chasing.
But by giving props to somebody who just admitted to sexting a minor?
Yes. Jeremy's poised for Hollywood.
What the actual fuck? I don't even know anymore. I really don't. It does bring some context to that whole thing where he, used to work at a computer repair store. It was like, hey, pedophiles, you need to hide your child porn better. We have to report it. Just throwing that out there.
What a fucked up thing to tell people.
Did Jeremy delete any tweets like usual? He might not have deleted this one. I might not. I could have, I guess, gone to his page, but I don't want to dig on stream for that. And I had it right here in a screenshot, so I didn't need to.
Maybe he meant firm handshakes, like I have a firm stiffy, but I'll handshake you anyway.
You keep saying sexted. He sexted her? Okay, that was the allegation, was that he was sexting with her. And if you read what he put in there, yes, we got to read between the lines a little bit. But just like when people were saying, hey, we need the proof, he's giving us context clues. He's saying it without saying. He's using very lawyerly language. Have I read it? Did he say, hey, take my throbbing dick? I have no idea what he actually said. But he said enough that he has to give a defense of, I didn't really mean it. I mean, that's literally what he says right after it. It's like, was I texting a minor? Yes. Were there real intentions behind it? Well, what was the fake intention you were getting at? He didn't tell us
Yeah.
that.
Well, you can have a conversation with somebody that's a minor and not have it something you have to apologize for.
Yep.
So what is it that there's no intention behind if you're just talking to someone? Like if you're walking through how to reboot your computer, that there's nothing you need, no negative intentions there that could be construed.
Eric, thank you so much. He says, I'm not surprised. Many doctors like touching minors. Yep. Especially in sports medicine. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a weirdo one.
Thank you, wordedly, Dr. Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah, I mean, Seinfeld got a pass for. There's a lot of people in Hollywood have gotten passes for some really sick shit.
Yeah. Well, it's the implication.
Isn't it the thing with Seinfeld? I mean, he starts dating her when she's like 17, but he met her when she was like 13.
I have no idea.
Am I remembering that correctly, guys?
I know Woody Allen was fooling around with his stepdaughter or whatever.
Oh, yeah. With Mia Farrow's kid, Soon Yi or something like that.
Yeah, it's like an adopted child, but still a child.
That he helped raise.
Yeah.
It's not like he just met her and the child was already 17 and she was almost 18. Still would be weird, but he helped raise her from being a young child. He was basically her dad. And then they hooked up. That's fucking gross.
That's very weird.
But even in that case, at least we as far as we know, they weren't doing shit when they were underage. Jerry Seinfeld, I mean, when they did get together, she was underage. She was still technically a minor. And yeah, he'd known her for quite a long time. Fucking weirdos.
That's Hollywood for you.
Stop fucking children, for fuck's sake.
Hollywood can't help themselves. It's like an initiation rites or something.
Somebody said he deleted it. Oh, did the Quartering actually make a tweet about why he deleted it? Did he say? Let's see. I haven't laughed at this retard very often recently. A lot of people pointed out, that Jeremy goes after like the trans community and cross-dressers and stuff like that. And they do have a good point. If this came out about anybody that was, if Dylan Mulvaney, this came out about, do you think anybody right now who's giving this asshole the benefit of the doubt would be giving the benefit of the doubt?
Probably not.
Of course not. Absolutely not. But has Dr. Disrespect and he pisses off liberals. So, I mean, he's essentially a good guy. No, he's not. He's a douchebag.
He's practically a hero.
But yeah, it was amazing the number of people that I saw just defending this asshole. And not even like, hey, do we even know what was said? I saw one guy who said, look, it was wrong, but he's still my goat. Like, what?
That's disturbing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
People get attached to their heroes a little too much.
I really wanted Doc to be innocent, but he wasn't by his own admission. That's why I deleted my firm handshakes reply.
Did he not read the post before he said firm handshakes?
What? Yeah, I got to bring this on screen. We need this one saved for posterity. You were literally responding to the post he admitted it in.
What a dumbass.
By his option, he wasn't innocent. That's why I deleted it. It was in response to his admission. That's like saying, I ate the cake. I didn't want it to be good, but it was, so I threw it up. What?
Oh, I pooped it out. Maybe Jeremy's been drinking again.
After I reread his statement, after he deleted, then added back minor, it just felt weird.
It was okay as long as he didn't mention it was a minor. What else would he be apologizing for?
Jeremy. You were defending a dude who was his best defense there is I didn't really read it.
Yeah, that I wasn't paying attention. I just wanted the clout for shaking his hand.
I skipped the part where he said you may have noticed leftoids spamming it in my reply. Well, yeah, because you gave them an easy win, you dumb son of a bitch. You literally replied with firm handshake to the guy who just admitted exactly what he was accused of. Well, hell, fuck it. Firm handshake. You got a big audience. Nice to see you. I wonder what Dr. Disrespect's audience numbers have done recently.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Let's see. Social Blade. Let's see. He's on YouTube, right? Yeah. Dr. Disrespect.
Considering his audience is primarily teenagers, I'm sure they're cool with it.
This is not the right Dr. Disrespect. I don't know what his channel name is. Dr. Disrespect, right?
I have no idea. I don't follow this asshole.
Okay, now I got to look up his actual channel. Da-da-da-da-da. Dr. Disrespect. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay. I see. I use proper English. I shouldn't do that. I should know better. I've been on the internet long enough.
You would think so.
Yeah.
It's a mistake we all make at some point, Monkey.
All right, here he is. Let's see. Is he taking a hit from this? 20,000 down. That's it. He lost 20,000 yesterday. Today's number has, I mean, this is only an hour into today, but yep. Sexting a minor will only cost you 20,000 out of your, where's his sub number? I don't see it. I'd have to go back to his channel. Let's see his channel, 4.7 million.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
He'll be out there, and this will get swept, and he'll still have millions of people watching his dumb pedophilic ass. I don't care if you like me calling you that or not. If you didn't want me to call you that, don't come out and admit you were sexting children, or better yet, don't sex children.
Yeah.
Just saying. Will his wife divorce him after? Fuck no.
No, she likes money, I bet.
She got the money.
Speaking of money, thank you, Keldrick, for the tip. Rest assured, if either of you gets caught doing retarded shit like the good doctor here, I will not sip for you like his nut lickers do for him. Good, I would hope not. I will, in fact, detest you more than I detest these other random people who I don't care about. Yeah, well, neither of us are retards like these people. And I'm not going to text minors. Not going to sext them for sure, anyway. That's weird. It's weird. But no, I would totally expect us to lose audience for that and to have people detest us. It's fucking gross. You're being a pervert.
I'm going to put this on the screen as we talk. This was sent to me by Fugi. Move this over so you can actually see it.
Diddy party.
Oh, that is wonderfully wrong. Anyway, yeah, look, this is nonsense. His wife knew 7 years ago. His wife knew at least 4 years ago, because there's no way he went through all this, because reportedly the actual logs are in the lawsuit paperwork. Oh. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's no way that he went through this suit and never mentioned to his wife what the charge was. Not unless she said, I don't even want to know, just a new diamond ring. That's all. You know, she went Kobe's wife on this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're not supposed to speak ill of the sainted Kobe Bryant who ass raped a woman in a hotel in Colorado because he bought his wife a fat diamond ring afterwards. But,
yeah,
you know, sometimes I can't help myself.
It's true. It's true.
Anyhow, so there's that today, Jack. For fuck's sake. I don't like being right about stuff like this. I really don't.
No, but it's
gross.
kind of predictable at this point.
It is, yeah. And again, guys, all you got to do, I know you want to like these people. I know sometimes they get shit they don't deserve. But when they're getting shit they do deserve, don't excuse it. This is how Hollywood got to be like Hollywood is because people turned a blind eye to protect their friends.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then eventually it was filled with a bunch of perverts, and they're pretty much running the show now.
If I do something horrible, I do not expect and do not want you to come out there and defend me with stupidity. And here's the thing, you won't have to because I don't do shit like this.
No.
Was beloved. So was that one TV guy over in Britain, and then he dies, and they're like, yeah, he was fucking every kid he could get his hands on.
Is that Gary Glitter? Something like that? Or Seville?
Seville.
Yeah.
I don't remember his first name. I get it. You like these people. They entertain you. That's fine. But they're not heroes. They're people. And most of them are degenerate shitbags. The ones who get really, really famous, it's amazing how many of them have like ridiculous skeletons in their closet. Like really bad shit. For 4 years, nobody said anything about this. Jimmy Seville, thank you guys.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
For 4 years, and you're going to tell me none of his friends or hangers-on knew? He never once told one of them what he was accused of. It's weird because there is a Destiny stream from not too long ago, and I only know it's from not too long ago because it's a new stream that he's doing, and I recognize the setup, where this exact accusation was made about Dr. Disrespect. So people knew. It was out there. It was being whispered, which is kind of ironic considering this happened over whispers. But nobody would just come out and say it. You have that situation, and I forget the names of the people involved, and please forgive me for this, but also through Twitch, where this girl goes to a party with a bunch of big Twitch users, and she gets drunk and she passes out, and one of them feels her up repeatedly to where her friends are chasing the guy away. And he said he was just checking her heartbeat as he was feeling up her titties, making sure her heart was still beating.
Well, if you squeeze a titty, you can feel the heart beating.
And it all gets swept under the rug. Everybody involved knew about it. They forced this girl to go out there and I don't want to say forced. They intimidate this girl into going out there and putting out a statement going, I don't think he really did anything all that bad. And it doesn't blow up until a year later over an entirely different argument when one guy comes out and trying to get at the other one brings it up. Ms. Kip being the one who was helping to hide it. It was his best friend who did it. You know where they are now? His best friend disappeared. But the guy who helped keep it quiet, the guy who literally sent his girlfriend and another person over to the girl's house to help her write her take on this, doing as well as ever. Nobody has a fucking thing to say about it. It doesn't get brought up every stream. His numbers are doing just fine. He's still part of the in crowd. Isn't that fucking gross?
Yeah.
But hey, all he did was cover up a girl getting sexually assaulted. All they did was go out, and anytime this girl tried to get on a stream or something, they'd be like, hey, you really shouldn't have her on. You know,
shame if anything happened to your subscriber numbers because you had somebody I didn't like on.
This is the kind of bullshit that's happening, and it's being allowed. And it is not a coincidence that a lot of these motherfuckers live in LA. It is not a coincidence at all. These are bad fucking people, man. Anyway, and this is why I won't just give them a pass. Hey, Monkey, this is some drama. This one's not drama. We're bordering on criminal here. But two, we should never just be okay with people being shitty people.
No, if you don't keep an eye on shitbags, they tend to infect everything. They're like dysentery.
Yep.
Real quick though, thank you, Frosted Glass. It says, to be fair, Dr. Disrespect's wife did want to file for divorce, but the courthouse is a long tricycle ride away. I have no evidence for that allegation, so I'll have to trust your word, Frosted.
Oh, that fucking Frosted, man. He always nails it. Anyway, not criminal, but immoral. Yes. Again, that we know of. This is just the shit he got caught with. This is just the shit that somebody at Twitch was like, wait, what did this motherfucker just say to that kid?
Yeah, I'm wondering if there isn't more stuff buried that we're going to find out about sometime later.
People like this are well protected, man. How long did Weinstein get away with it when it was an open secret?
Oh, decades. It was joked about for ages.
While I think Cosby got screwed, what he was doing, trading sex for roles and stuff, how long? Everybody knew it.
Yeah, that wasn't anything new.
So, I mean, these kinds of shitbags, they protect each other until there's a reason, until they're like, okay, no, fuck you. Now it's time. Which, by the way, brings me to Keemstar. I had that open and I closed it. I need to find a tweet real fast. This would be so much fucking easier if I could use my Twitter instead of my cousin having to log in for me. I'm just saying. There it is. Okay. Now, Keem has been going pretty hard at Dr. Disrespect for this, right? He's the one who's like, hey, why won't you just say this?
Yeah.
Well, he posted this just a little while ago. Why did they leak the reason for Dr. Disrespect's ban now? Because Doc's friend Nick Merckx challenged the LGBTQ to leave the kids alone. We got to stop and talk about this. Nick Merckx is somebody I've never heard of before until this thing blows up. There's a guy that works for Mr. Beast who decided he's a woman, leaves his wife and kid so that he can dress like a girl and play pretend.
Uh-huh.
And this Nick Merckx guy came out and was like, bruh, don't be, harming kids, which is what you did with what you do. You harm your wife and kid. I'm paraphrasing. I don't even care. He's right, but I don't care. And maybe this is 100% true. Maybe the reason that they dropped this is because this asshole who's good friends with Doc is like, hey, leave those kids alone.
I think St. Fugi is probably right, though, that this guy dropped this info because he's trying to sell tickets to his band's gig.
Could be.
That seems more likely. But maybe this is related, too. I don't know.
Some woke Twitch employees dropped the reason to not just go after Doc, but to embarrass Nick Merckx. The ex-Twitch employee said, fuck Doc and his friends. Ever since the story came out, not only has Doc been under fire, but Nick Merckx getting so much heat. Why was this politically motivated? We should have known the reason for Doc's ban 4 years ago. I agree, and Doc could have told you, but he didn't. We should be just as mad at those holding the secret for all this time just to drop it in a political maneuver like this. Look, the first thing I said about this when I heard it, and I was going to say you can verify it, but my Twitter's gone. I think it was in response to Nick Diorio. I said, if this is true, Twitch are a bunch of degenerates for not letting everybody know. However, they have to be careful not to get sued.
Yeah.
If they come out and go, hey, he was sexting a minor, he can sue them and be like, she was legal at the time. You did this to ruin my reputation. There's talk right now that he's going to sue the person who dropped this.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
You can give accurate information and still be held liable for defamation. It can happen. Anything can happen in the legal system.
Yeah, it's kind of an uphill battle, though.
Yeah.
Especially if he's admitting that he did it.
I understand at least a little bit why Twitch didn't say anything. The people who worked at Twitch, I have no idea why they didn't. They could have done it anonymously. And apparently they did, because like I said, it's been brought up other places. It's been brought up on streams. And everybody just glossed over it.
That's because they like Dr. Disrespect, so they're not going to believe it. Or they're just going to ignore it. They
Hey,
like the
Keem,
guy.
how come you only cared about this when it came out from a Twitch moderator? I mean, this has been out there, and I'm sorry, I know the circles you run in. Maybe people were just like, "Hey, whatever you do, don't tell Keem because he'll blab it everywhere." But I guarantee you, people you know knew,
Yeah.
and he's right. We should have known.
Maybe those people just didn't care. They didn't think it was that serious because it was a 17-year-old and not like a 15-year-old.
But the more important thing is still that that guy's a dickbag.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who did wrong. So fuck him.
Yeah.
This was a political hit with truth. I'm hoping we get the chat logs. This will show how sick Doc is, or it could exonerate him somewhat. I mean, he's already laid the groundwork. I have a feeling that he thinks that this is going to come out. And the reason I say that is that line that he threw in there about how it was how do you say it again?
It wasn't intended to be acted upon or something like that.
Yeah, was it real basically? Did I mean what I said? Were there real intentions? That's what he said. Was there real intentions behind it? That right there tells me he thinks those chat logs are going to be leaked.
And they probably have some pretty dirty stuff in there, which
Yeah.
I'm excited to read. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what exactly this asshole said. And I'm sorry, I do not want to hear anybody go, "Hey, she was 17." Fuck you. He was 35.
She's still developing, and he's a middle-aged man almost. So,
Jack, you ready for something funny?
always.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to it, but
Nope.
the squad has been out there going real hard trying to save their boy Jamal.
Oh yeah, Jamal's a dumbass.
Jamal Bowman, the fucking retard who pulled the fire lever and got a slap on the hand for setting off a fire alarm when there was no fire.
I don't know how fire alarms work.
Well, he has been in a race for his political life out there in New York 16, which he lost tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck this guy. He's a stupid idiot.
Jamal Bowman loses most expensive primary race ever. Did you see the video of AOC at his rally?
I don't think so. No.
Oh my God. We got to find
I
that.
saw some clips from his rally where he was saying some pretty stupid stuff, but I did not see her.
Oh my God. I got to find that. Hang on. I got to see if my cousin will sign back into Twitter. He closed it a minute ago. Fucking asshole. He's a nice guy to let me use his Twitter, but that, I mean, it's just horrible. How dare he not leave it open at all times for me? All right, Bowman. Dude, there are people having a great time with this. Is this the full version? So, yeah, this is the full version. This is great. Okay, so the other day there's this rally for him because, of course, he's a member of the squad. He's just one of the girls, Jack.
Uh-huh. Just like Cory Booker.
And AOC went out there to stand up for him and help him out. She gonna bring the love for Bowman.
She gonna bring the sassy Latina vote.
I apologize for anybody who has not seen this and is getting exposed to it for the first time.
Is there sound?
It's not gonna come through. Because it's on this is through I could probably find it. This is through Firefox, so it's not picking up the tab. It's just
yeah,
this is her. There's some really horrible music playing. Some woman talking about getting her nails done and shit.
Come on, let's hear it. Let's get pumped. Let's go, guys. Come on. Keep bouncing, honey. That'll probably help a little bit.
I really do wish I could play the sound, though, because you've got to hear her speech. Let me see if I can find the...
For the many, not the money. That was his tagline?
Yes,
oh,
yes.
That's terrible.
Let's see. Can I get to it? Because I can still do some things on my Twitter. Your account is permanently in read-only mode, which means you can't post. Oh, they finally did an up. Oh, and they let me submit an appeal. All right, we'll do that in a minute. Let me see if I can get it where we can hear this because it's funny as shit. Okay, yeah, here's the same video. Oh yeah, thank you. They're gonna let me do it, Jack. Elon, you're still a fucker for taking me off, but thank you for at least letting me read it. Because old Twitter wouldn't let you do that even. You were just stuck on a white screen. Not that I've been banned more than once. I've been permanently banned now twice.
Third time's a charm, buddy.
I feel like they don't know what permanently means. Anyway, so here it is with the sound, which again, it's just awesome. The first part with the music, I apologize. It's really shitty music.
Of course it is.
But I'm going to try my best to shut up when she talks because I want you guys to get it in full. Here we go. I like when she takes her hair down and has trouble getting it out. She's trying to look cool. Got to get that rat's nest out.
You're in Congress. You're not a hip hop artist. You're not cool.
Okay, I got to pause right there. I'm sorry. She just asked, are you ready to take this borough back? And at the moment, Bowman is the congressman there?
Yeah.
Are you ready to take it back
from Bowman or...
And it turns out they were.
Oh. Is this like the 5 Points gang war? Is that what's going on here? I mean, does Cyrus get murdered by the Warriors at this conference? Because I heard they did it.
For the record, it's still going to be a Democrat seat. It's just a more moderate Democrat. And by more moderate, that just means he's not actively touching children. But anyway.
Yeah.
Are you ready to win this country back? And are you ready to fight for freedom and free
She's just screeching there at the end?
Yeah. I'm wondering where she's jumping around. Is AP going to take that and set it to better music?
I hope so. That would be awesome.
Put it with his dance girls.
But she's vowing to go after AIPAC, which will make a lot of conservatives happy because, you know, horseshoe theory.
It's AIPAC.
Yeah, she doesn't like the Jews.
Yeah.
She asks, are you ready for peace? I love that she says, are you ready to take this borough back? She follows that up with, are you ready to take this state back? It's New York.
Yeah, it's been run by Democrats for generations. What are you talking about?
It's New York. The fuck are you talking about? Take it back. The country is being run by Democrats. Are you ready to take the country back? It's run by Democrats. But anyway.
Well, she's not the smart, so.
Believe it or not, this did not get him reelected.
Oh, I am shocked and or appalled.
There's a funny thing on this. Let me bring this one up. Somebody took the that video, green screened her, and put it over the results.
Wow, he got crushed.
That is with only 21%, but yeah, he got fucking destroyed. It's 68-31.
Wow. George
Basically
Latimer,
69.
I know that name.
Who's that?
That I've heard that name, George Latimer, but I've heard that before.
I've heard the name too, but I'm not familiar enough that I could, say. Let's see. If we got the
county executive.
New York 16 primary results. This is. I want the updated results. Oh, here we go. Live results from NBC. With 84% in. It is 58-41. It is still a slaughter.
Wow.
Still a slaughter. So,
oh, okay. He's 70 years old. He used to be a New York State rep from 2005 to 2012.
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard that name before.
Yeah, that's probably why, because he used to represent the 37th district.
But that's a state congressman, right?
New York State rep, yeah. But considering all that New York is a major news hub, we've probably just heard of him before. So.
I'm also wondering, like, if what somebody in his family's been in politics. There's a lot of that in New York.
Yeah. He also is currently a county executive for Westchester. So it's probably somebody that we've heard in the news before, but not really paid any attention to.
And I just want to point out that Latimer is a white guy. Your whole woke politic bullshit got shoved up your ass. They hired an old white guy to replace Jamal Bowman. That's funny, honestly. AOC won her primary because, of course, she did.
Of course.
But this is a big slap in the face to them. He's the first Justice Democrat to fall, Jack.
Well, hopefully some of the others will too.
Yeah, hopefully. All right. Your account is suspended after careful review. We determined your account broke the rules on X. Your account is permanently read-only. Aw. Why are they so mean to me, Jack? I'm a nice guy.
I don't know. They just they're full of hate.
It only took them an hour to tell me on Twitch or on Twitter. And they still haven't sent me an email or anything saying why. Douchebags.
They're not going to. I suspect because there's an election year, a lot of us are probably going to get banned.
I think it probably I pissed off somebody. I mean, look at the Dr. Disrespect crowd. They're very mad at anybody who pointed out that their guy is a douchebag. You know?
Yeah.
Not the first overly zealous crowd. And again, not saying for sure it was them, but I mean, there's a lot of contenders on this one. The people who love Pearl, I almost felt bad for sending that, except for it was Pearl. And she's a horrible, shitty woman. She has no problem making fun of other people and saying horrible things about them. So fuck her. I felt just a tiny bit bad, and I was like, nah, I don't. No, not even a little bit. It was funny though. Twice today, Tristan Tate corrected her. Wow. Yeah.
That had to hurt.
That probably made her cry. She made a post, something to the effect of, I've been lied to by conservatives online. Why is it your job to tell people how to live? Shouldn't they be able to make their own decisions? Or she says, shouldn't they be able to think or shouldn't you want them to think for themselves? Which made me laugh so fucking hard, coming from a woman who literally has just cribbed everything she's ever said.
Yeah.
And she accused them of, aren't you playing God? And Tristan shot back with, just the other day, you were telling fat people they shouldn't be fat. Was that you playing God? He goes, you were right, but shouldn't they get to decide for themselves? And her answer to that was, why aren't you answering the question? The woman's an idiot. The woman is a fucking idiot. And I do not feel bad at all for suggesting nobody loves her. Because nobody does.
I'm sure somebody moderately likes her, but I don't know
nobody actually
why.
likes Pearl. Nobody actually likes Pearl. The ones who do like Pearl, they like that she's repeating the talking points that their male heroes say. Because, look, even a woman says it. Even the women see how bad we're treated. Ugh. Pick better heroes, guys. You're not liberals. Pick better heroes. Anyhow, what else do we have? Most of my agenda for the night, Jack, got wiped by Twitter.
Oh, well, let's see.
Fucking douchebags.
I got something here for you on the side chat.
What do we got? Oh, yes. I this is one of the last things I got to see before I got kicked off Twitter.
Oh, I feel special now.
Yeah, this one's actually kind of funny. CNN could be on the hook for $1 billion in a defamation payout, according to a report.
Insert Dr.
Cha-ching.
Evil. $1 billion.
CNN could be on the hook for a big payout stemming from a defamation lawsuit over a report about a military veteran who sought to help people flee Afghanistan when the U.S. withdrew from the country in 2021 that aired on anchor Jake Tapper's show. Hang on. Daniel Chayton, I think is how you say that, over there at the Daily Wire. It's okay to use more than one fucking sentence.
No, it's not. No, that's never okay anymore. It's been disallowed.
There's like 14 different things said in there. You don't have to make them all a single sentence.
You don't know me.
New details about the court battle are coming to light ahead of CNN's presidential debate on Thursday. A Florida appellate court affirmed this month that U.S. Navy veteran Zachary Young and his company Nemex Enterprises, Inc. could seek punitive damages for the Afghan story that the plaintiff alleges improperly suggested he was an illegal profiteer. Vel Friedman, Young's lawyer, told Newsbusters his client lost 40 to 60 million in economic opportunity and could get up to 600 million if the jury awards him emotional damages. With punitive damages, CNN could also end up paying $1 billion. You guys want to keep clapping about Alex Jones being given that big ass thing?
Yeah, guess what this is? Precedent. Now Alex Jones is a precedent.
The lawsuit alleges CNN wrecked Young's reputation and business with its report by correspondent Alex Marquardt. I think is that I don't care. That looks French. Tapper introduced the segment by telling of a black market with demands of exorbitant fees and no guarantee of safety or success. Jakey. You know, Jake, I want to like you. I really do. Because occasionally you get shit right. But just like you did with the Keffels thing, you listen and believe way too often. Somebody comes to you with some sensational story and you're like, we're going to run that.
No, he wants it to be true. That's why.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's why he accepts it without question. Other CNN messages revealed discussions about how the story was full of holes like Swiss cheese, and Young telling Marquardt hours before publication that there were factual inaccuracies in the reporting, which CNN went and published anyway.
What? I'm shocked. How about you?
CNN published something knowing it was a falsehood?
It's crazy. Maybe they were smirking menacingly.
CNN argued in its appeal that it did not intend to harm, that its language was either opinion or ambiguous, and that the internal communications were journalistic bravado that reflected a sincere belief in its reporting.
Bullshit.
The CNN message said that the story was full of holes like Swiss cheese. That is not sincere belief in the reporting. That's, hey guys, we're going to get sued if we do this.
Yeah.
What was the other message? I skipped a thing there. Internal communication produced in the case showed CNN employees called Young, the sole operator profiled in the TV and online report, a shitbag and an asshole. Sorry, they said a-hole. Those are direct quotes. There was also a remark about how they were going to nail the Zachary Young M-fucker. What? I mean, I guess that's a sincere belief in what you're doing.
Maybe.
But that's not a sincere belief in the reporting. That's we're going to get this. We're going to get them. And that is a problem with our media. They are some of the worst people for just wanting to destroy other people because it gets ratings.
Yeah.
And they don't care if it's true or not.
No, because there's normally no consequences.
Did you see that CIA bitch today talking about how Assange is no hero? He leaks secrets.
Yeah.
I forget her name, and again, I'd show you guys, but man, she was a CIA analyst from 2003 to I think 2014. That's in her bio on Twitter. And she's like, "How dare you say that Julian Assange, who did the same thing that everybody else does, except for he didn't do it the way we told him to. How dare he share government secrets?" Can you imagine somebody from the CIA not liking us knowing what our government's doing? I was shocked. I really was. I was like, wow, the CIA is usually so open. F, thank you so much. Biden might authorize private military contractors in Ukraine. This feels like the dip the toe in the pool to test the temperature, a precursor to full-scale war. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am worried about Biden right now. I really, really am. He is so desperate right now to get elected that he's willing to do and say anything. And I don't know that it's necessarily him or the people. He's so out of it. They just tell him what to do. But the people involved are so desperate to hang on to it. I mean, just look at some of the things they've done. They've reinstated a lot of Trump's border policies. He went out there and just did the student loan thing after he'd already been told by the court, you can't be doing that. Like, fuck it, I'm going to do it again anyway. We saw him. What was the other one he just did? Assange. That's the other one. He could have easily just pardoned Assange. Look, no matter what he did in this, it's fine. And instead, they force him into this deal so that he can both say he let Assange go and not have to say the government did anything wrong.
Yeah, I would argue that giving Ukraine permission to lob our missiles that we gave them into Russia is also a big one because, let's face it, they've been trying to go to war with Russia for a long time, for all the way back when Hillary was Secretary of State. And if they could get a nice war going, it's a good excuse to delay an election. Just ask Zelensky.
Yeah, and normally in the U.S. that would not delay an election. Normally, and honestly, we don't tend to switch leaders during an election, so normally you wouldn't have to even worry about that. But can you imagine that with Donald Trump, this felon who's coming in, who's all buddy with Putin?
He's an agent of Russia. We can't let him. We have to go with the golden age leadership of old man Biden, who poops his pants.
And honestly, I don't think that they would go so far as to try to deny the election. That would be too far even for them.
But to delay it.
But I could see him kicking it up a notch so that he can get a war to try to stay in office.
Well, he'll be a wartime president, and I really won't put it past them to try and delay an election. I really won't put it past them.
I think with what they did see on January 6th, if they tried that, I think you would see an armed rebellion.
Yeah, but you got to remember how arrogant these that would to them seem like another win for them, because then they have something even worse in Charlottesville. They think they can crush anything. They are very arrogant people. I
hear you. I don't think they're that far gone yet. I could see it maybe in another decade or so, but I don't think they're that far gone yet. I think they're absolutely far enough gone to wag the dog. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope you're right, but I'm not putting anything past these people anymore. More than likely, if there is an election going to actually happen, I'm not ruling out the probability that Trump has an attack on him. I think that's almost like 80% for me at this point, that somebody tries to take him down.
Christopher says it should be a crime to let good steak get cold. I actually like steak after it's been refrigerated. I love it fresh. Don't get me wrong. It's my favorite way to eat it. But a nice juicy steak that's been in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours. Oh, so tasty. It's num 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 num. Why are you banned on Twitter again? I honest to God have I literally have no idea. I have been given no explanation. All it said is I broke X rules. Not even Twitter rules. I broke X rules. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna click this new link to submit an appeal, and I'll keep appealing it just like I did with my old one.
The appeals wars have begun.
Cold steak, what's wrong with no? Cold steak is good. You ever had a steak salad? Oh, tasty. Wonderful, wonderful. A bunch of people got banned tonight. I'm also wondering because I saw a guy who got banned earlier this week. I don't even remember what day it was, or this weekend. He was banned for a couple of hours and then just got his account back. And he reached out to them going, what the fuck is going on? And of course, nobody answered.
No, why would they? They don't answer to the plebs.
Speaking of, I do want to talk about that tweet from Matt Christensen. Yes, I know I'm suspended, but this way I can at least still see stuff. Matt Christensen. Oh, I'm not technically following anyone anymore. How do you spell Christensen?
Christ Ishgen.
Ishgen. No, that would be Christ Ishgen. I'm not trying to spell Christian. I know how to spell it. Christensen is his last name, right?
That's the N on the end. Christensen.
All right.
I don't fucking know. That's dangerous. He knows.
None of the names that I've typed in so far are coming up. What? Hey, dangerous. What's Matt's his at?
Hold on, I'll find it.
It's Christian Sen, S-E-N. Okay.
That's what I said.
You said, shut up.
Hold on.
Anyway,
it's M.L.
I found
Christensen.
I got it. So he had I'm so sorry. I scrolled through. Okay, I'm just going to put this on the screen. I'm scrolling through his tweets to get to the one I want to show. And this pops on the screen. YouTube, she is wearing something. I know it's really small.
Did you not see this video?
No, fuck no. I would not click on
it. So
it.
you can watch it later because it's a peach.
No. Hi, Matt Christensen. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our policy on harmful conspiracy theories. We've removed the following content from YouTube. It's a podcast, episode number 303, Joe Talks World War III, Katanji Confirmation, Fatal Grandma, Carjacking, Matt and Blonde Show. Now, there's a couple of reasons I wanted to bring this up, and it goes to kind of what you were saying a minute ago about how a lot of us are going to be facing issues.
Yeah.
This video is 2 years old.
Yeah, it's an old one.
It's been out there for 2 years.
But it's got harmful conspiracy theories in it that they just decided were harmful.
Well, that's the other part that I have a problem with. Harmful conspiracy theories?
Yeah, I don't know how conspiracy theories injure you. How do they come at you?
Look, we all know how Alex Jones, man. He spread a harmful conspiracy theory. People said mean stuff to somebody because of it.
Oh, boo-hoo, life's hard. Oh, man, fuck off, you babies. People are such pussies now. It's pathetic.
But seriously, I want to know where the line is between conspiracy theory and harmful conspiracy theory. I feel like that's something we should be allowed to know. Because we've talked about, we did a show the other day literally called Conspiracy Theory Night, where all we talked about was the government killing people. One of my favorite creators that I watch, Wendigoon, he talks a lot about conspiracy theories. That other guy that he's done videos with, I forget his name. Fuck. But anyway, he does a ton of conspiracy. He's got a great series on 411 cases. The missing 411.
Yeah, you talk about Lore Lodge?
Yes, Lore Lodge. Thank you.
Yeah.
They talk about it. So where does it cross from being just a conspiracy theory into harmful conspiracy theory?
Having the correct politics.
Thank you, Dangerous. Bowman's district had to show him the door. He wouldn't have fucking figured it out otherwise. Besides these wars, what other excuse do you think they would use to prevent delay affect the election? Oh, God, you're going to get us in trouble with harmful conspiracy theories. I honest to God, I don't think they're going to try to delay the election at all. But if you're talking about ways to affect the election, I have no doubt we'll see again issues with things. Where was that? The one we saw not long ago where they accidentally used the wrong size paper. Whoops. Oh, that was out in Arizona, right? I think you're going to see a lot of tomfoolery like that. I think we're going to see some voter intimidation a la 2008, 2012, you know, Black Panthers standing out in front of except for this time it'll be, you know, our non-political anarchist folks. They'll be out there threatening and being shitbags. I think you're going to see a lot of Palestinian protests on election day that are going to make it really hard to get around cities and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I think they're going to go. I don't think they're going to actually try to delay the election. I think what they're going to do is use dirty, underhanded tricks to try to keep people from being able to vote.
Oh, I think they're going to do that too, but why take all your options off the table? A good war really amps up the president's rep. Everybody's got to rally around him, right? That's how this works.
Yeah. Anyhow, other than that, your same old news lying like they're going to do. I guarantee you, no matter how bad Biden could fall down, have a seizure, blood coming out of his ear at the debate on Thursday, and they'll be like, Joe Biden was the picture of health. For all those people who say he looks old and frail, look at how well he's frothing at the mouth. That him biting his own face, that is just proof of how physically sound he is. It's going to be disgusting. That's all. Anyhow, what's the point of asking me for help if you guys never read the chat? We read the chat, but by the time I got to it, I was already done. For the record,
he's a few minutes behind, dude. Because look, he just gave you Christensen's tag.
And for the record, with that, yeah, I did say right after that, I found it because I saw the correct spelling of it. I wasn't listening to you because you were doing shin nonsense. Fucking asshole.
You ignored me, that's why.
I was not ignoring you. I decided to stop listening to you. That's different. Do I want to see this fat lady in the?
Yes, you do. Yes,
Why?
You do. Because you don't want to watch it on stream because we'll get in trouble. But it's hilarious.
It'll get us in trouble. Now I'm really curious.
Yeah.
You gonna pull out her titties?
No, it's just gross, and it's got drug abuse later on in the video.
Oh yeah, that's not good. We can't be doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Show us no, because especially if there's drug. Look, I'm already kicked off one platform today.
Yeah, no shit. The video's been going around. It's just some hideous bitch in a crappy little swimming suit that is hooking in a convenience store, and then a guy doing drugs.
Why are you making me watch this?
I'm not making you do anything.
This is the
put suggestions in the side chat that you're free to ignore and occasionally do. So this is on you if you click these buttons.
I'll put this up for people who haven't seen. Look, I'm literally out of content. So
this is an orc. This is how this person identifies.
They identify as an orc, and I did watch this. And I was like, oh, fucking retards.
Free Palestine.
Yep.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
We're watching it.
Free Palestine. Free.
Somebody needs to take this and make this the music that AOC was dancing to.
Yes.
It just goes on doing that. I can't listen to it anymore. One, their voice is horrible.
Oh,
That's
yeah, absolutely.
God
This is
awful.
horrific. But it gave me nightmares, so that's why I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sharer.
I hate these people. Look how weird I am. Go away.
You have to respect me. No, I don't.
I have no respect for those kind of people at all. Oh my God. Oh, Jack. I don't even know this one. I just saw that it said trans, and I know I'm going to be pissy by the end of it.
Oh, of course.
And it says on the screen, trust the science on trans existence. The whole trans existence nonsense is WPATH is having a real bad year. They've lost 60% of their membership.
Wow.
Yeah. They had the Cobb Car Report, whatever it was, the one that came out and said, hey, these guys are fucking lying. And that no policy should be based on what they say. And again, it's another one of those, I wish I could show you guys, but somebody put a whole tweet thread together of the horrible couple of years they're having. There's like 10 different things. Good, because you guys are pushing this shit on kids. You guys put the pressure on the American Pediatrics Association and the American Psychiatric Associate, all of these, the APA, the AAP, all of these fucking things. You're the ones who push this shit based on literally no goddamn evidence. Jack,
evidence? What do you have, a lab?
WPATH commissioned a series of 13 studies. And when they were all done, they released 2 of them and suppressed the other 11.
Yeah, it's just like the drug companies do.
Thank you, Keldrig. This video is almost as gay as Pride Month. Pride Month. Anyway, here we go. I'm gonna get so mad, aren't I?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Being trans is the most science.
Oh, that is really quiet. It's as loud as it goes, though. Sorry, guys. Turn it up, and I'll do my best not to shout.
Scientific thing of all. Let me explain. One of the underpinnings of science is independent verification. If one scientist does an experiment and achieves some result, that can mean something about the nature of the universe.
What if they did the test wrong? It can, if a scientist does an experiment, it can mean something. One of those things could be that they completely fucked up.
Yeah, depends on the parameters of the testing.
Yeah. So, okay. That result is taken a bit more seriously. He's going to say that too.
The result is taken a bit more seriously when they do multiple trials and get the same result. And that result is taken a lot more seriously when other scientists in other labs run the same experiment under the same conditions. And
if you're going to make the point that other people did it, maybe don't use just 4 different videos of you.
No, those are other scientists.
No, that's clearly the same guy dressed like a girl.
No, those are other alters who were fronting. See the different clothes? Ergo, different scientists.
Yeah, there is some humor there of this person literally their balls dropping. All right. Credit to that Yamaha who put the thought in my head, said didn't just drop his balls on the floor. Yes, his balls just dropped. Okay, here we go.
Achieve that same result. So let's look at the hypothesis that conservatives are bringing to the table, that gender is a binary, has nothing to do with social roles, and is 100% dictated by one's biological sex.
Okay. Once again, until very recently, sex and gender were used interchangeably. It wasn't until pedophiles decided we need to have, boys dress like girls that suddenly actually what it means is how you dress. It's just how it's your gender, how you present your gender. there've been girly boys and boyish girls time immemorial. It's been around forever. People who don't quite fit the norm of the girl or the boy as society sees it. That's a fair point to make. That doesn't mean that they're actually a boy if they have a vagina, you retard. And there's no science that will prove that they are, you dumb motherfucker. No, we have science. Well, what would happen? Well, we just decided it, and a whole bunch of us agreed with it. And we wrote a study that said we agreed with it. There you go.
Okay, this person owns a lab coat. Do you? No.
I don't, you got me there. I do not own a lab coat.
Yep. Therefore, you are wrong. Do you have a laboratory? I bet this person has a laboratory. Sure. Could be a meth lab. I'm not positive, but they have a laboratory.
They have a laboratory where they're making Special K home edition. Oh God, I fucking hate these people. You are literally stalling human progress by literally denying science, because real science does not support this at all. And no, psychology does not count as a real science. It is not repeatable. Anyhow,
we look at the empirical evidence of the experiments being done around the world all the time, that hypothesis is false. For one thing, biological sex isn't even a binary, but
biological sex is 100% a binary.
No, there's intersex people.
Intersex people do not disprove the binary.
Shh, let it happen.
That's retarded, and it is their argument. You're 100% right about that, but that they're deformed people. They're deformed boys or girls.
No, their weird genitals are a new thing. Like some people have tentacles down there, I assume.
This is like saying somebody born without a left leg shows humans aren't bipedal.
Yeah, clearly they're monopeds as well.
It's fucking insane. Anyhow, okay, yeah. So there's not just two sexes, because if there are, then they're wrong, and they can't be wrong.
No.
Hey, 2 + 2 can equal 5.
How many
Except
lights
in,
are there, monkey?
yeah, right.
But also, we can look at so many examples of gender variance from across history. Countless two-spirit traditions, Yoruba culture,
Okay, can we just again on the two-spirit thing? They were basically calling them sissies, okay?
Yeah, but there is a problem with the statement, even, because what is a spirit? Is that provably scientific?
No, look, man, we're not supposed to look that deep into it. When you're doing science, you often talk about spirits.
Yeah, I mean, we're not just talking about spooky ghosts. We're talking or booze. We're talking about like a soul.
Look, bro,
souls. You have to prove a soul to me first.
Periods are literally just demons leaving a woman's body.
That I would argue is not true, because I've seen women having their periods and they're angry the whole time.
That demon never leaves. It just goes back to sleep.
Yeah, it's just changing its bedclothes.
That week really wears them out. They need 3 weeks to sleep it off.
Yeah, they got a little nap time because they're all tuckered out from changing the sheets.
You know I love you, ladies. Anyway.
6 genders referenced in the Talmud. Eunuchs in Jesus' time.
Okay, the 6 genders in the Talmud. They talk about this one a lot. It's not. It's literally just descriptions of kind of sissy boys and manly girls. They're not saying that's actually a boy or a girl, because that's just not.
So they're saying that the Talmud is scientific?
Yes.
So we're going to discuss the firmament next and the ether.
What happened, see, is they were walking by a school looking for a child to tutor, and there was a burning bush that went, hey, the Jewish religion's all absolutely scientific.
Yeah, I'm sure there was. So I guess giants are real as well. Because
Isn't it amazing?
that's the Genesis.
Isn't it amazing how they turn to things that they thumb their nose at for proof of their own stupid shit?
Yeah, it's very selective how that works. They're also admitting God exists.
Yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes.
at least the God of the Bible. So Judeo-Christian and well, all the Abrahamic
The
faiths.
Abrahamic religions, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what the Hindus think of that.
Well, look, there's a statue with like 6 arms, so obviously there's 6-armed people, which aren't actually people.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other thing to get into. But yeah, I mean, Ganesh must be really pissed about all this.
Yeah, if you're going to bring up the old Jewish text, as a trans person, you might want to look into the story of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, or Deuteronomy. Or
I'm just
Leviticus.
throwing that out there.
Yeah, because
didn't work well for your people.
Really didn't.
None of these we can call transgender, since that's a very modern Western concept.
Stop right there. There you go. You just admitted everything you just said was meaningless. None of this can. You can't call them transgender because that's a modern thing. It's not those guys. Ding, 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 ding.
No, back then they were called other things, and you just have to get over it, bigot, because this person owns a lab coat.
And Harry Potter glasses. We cannot forget the Harry Potter glasses.
Well, that's a given. The Harry Potter glasses are a must-have.
Really make the outfit.
Yeah, look, you can love Harry Potter and hate J.K. Rowling. That's just that's also scientific, I bet.
Monkey, Oliver Stone's Mr. X character was based on Colonel Fletcher Prouty. Thank you for that. But again, if you go and look at what Stone said about this, there was no conversation where Garrison sits down with X and he just lays all that stuff out. That is based on things that he'd learned throughout his research on the case. All right. Sorry. My hand is having a problem. Oh, I was having this problem when I was trying to play a video game earlier. You know how hard it is to aim a gun with a mouse when your hand is jittery?
Yeah.
I was playing Parkinson's shooting tonight.
We call it the Michael J. Fox effect.
But the fact is, gender just isn't naturally a binary. Cultures from around the world and across history keep independently coming to the same conclusion that gender is transient.
No, they don't. This is, again, your modern Western take on it.
Yeah.
They treated those people as weird. I'm just saying. Can I link this video? Yeah. When we're done with it, I have to minimize it in order to share it. So when I do, oh, thank you.
Yeah, through chat earlier.
Trans existence is like denying gravity.
Monkey, are you broken?
Sorry about that. Hey, that's the first time it's happened tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And again, guys, I have my antenna plugged into a different spot, so it wasn't overheating, but we're on the satellite, and that's the first cutout we've had.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah. And see, I told you come right back because that's how it's been happening. But anyway, I backed it up to where I think I got cut off, so here we go.
Across history keep independently coming to the same conclusion that gender is transient. Denying trans existence is like denying gravity.
I don't deny trans existence. What I deny is that trans actually means you are something other than what you are. I admit there's people out there who call themselves trans, which, by the way, is fucking weird in itself because you're supposed to be transitioning. It's not the cis trans crap you guys tried stealing from a different scientific field. Trans means transition. And you transition from one to another. You're still the original thing. You just get your wiener cut off and a hole put up in you to stink for the rest of your life. Thank you, Dangerous. Apologies, as Jack suggested, I was a few minutes behind when you asked for Matt's @ By the way, catch Matt Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tenet Media's channel. You will also hear some dumb Aussie schmuck. I don't know if I can bring myself to watch Tenet for a while. I do recommend Matt, though, and if you're on there, watch them guys, but the rest of Tenet can eat my ass.
Yeah,
Just
I
saying.
unsubscribed from them because of that clip that they selectively edited.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you, Keldrick. Monkey's hand was at Nick Rekida's house over the weekend, apparently. It's a little twitchy.
All right, here we go. Back to this idiot. Ugh.
The laboratory of the real world will always eventually prove the far right wrong. And
Why is the dubbing off on this video? It's been this way the whole time, and I'm trying not to watch their mouth because I know it's off, but I'm a mouth watcher, Jack, when people talk to me. It's bothering me. You filmed this on your phone. How'd you fuck up the sound? And by the way, there's nothing in the real world that's going to prove somebody born with a penis is actually a woman. Just saying.
Free Palestine?
Yeah, exactly. Just because. Speaking of that, just real quick, did you see the Antifa folks get their ass kicked by the Jews the other day when they went to try fucking with them? And then they immediately turned to the police. Why aren't you guys stopping them? The ACAB assholes. All cops are bastard assholes. ACAB were whining to the police because they got their ass kicked when they started a fight and lost.
That sounds pretty on par for their behavior.
It was really funny because the cops just stood there and one of them is openly smiling. He's not even trying to fucking hide it.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He's like,
you mean funny. Smirking menacingly?
Yeah. The Antifa folks, remember that one time we saw them go into that one neighborhood, all marching in, and the whole neighborhood came out? It was like, get the fuck out of here. And like 99% of them took off running, and a couple of them were like, no, we're bad at it. Oh, shit, where'd everybody go? And they got their ass whipped.
Yeah, they were in the suburbs that time.
Yep, it looked just like that.
Wow.
Because they showed up, and the Jews started fighting back, so they all took off running. But a couple of them were like, no, I'm going to be a badass, and got their ass beat for, being violent shitbags.
They always overestimate how tough they are, so...
I don't advocate violence, but when somebody shows up to do violence to you and you beat their ass, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
That's self-defense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yet conservatives like to think that it was invented on Tumblr in 2014.
No, trans was not invented by... The modern trans absolutely was invented on Tumblr in 2014. Trans itself goes back quite a few decades, largely pushed by pedophiles in psychology. But you get a kind of a boost to it in the 80s. What was that really famous trans? The first one to have his dick cut off. I forget his name. It was really big there for a while. But you know what? We all looked at it and went, we all looked at it and went, that's fucking weird, and went on with our lives. And then in 2014, you have all these fucking weirdos go to Tumblr and be like, I'm weird, and I'm weirder. No, I'm weirder. I'm the weirdest. No, you might be the weirdest, but I'm weirder than the weirdest. And it just kept escalating, and they convinced themselves that nonsense is fucking real. And for some reason, the scientific community went, yeah, that makes sense.
I believe the scientific community went, we can make money off these people.
Dickless James, no. And no, it wasn't John Wayne Bobbitt. What was fuck? I can't think of their name.
Is that the dude from the Crying Game?
Who?
The person you're talking about.
No, I don't believe so. No, because the person in the Crying Game still had their wiener. That's why he was crying.
Oh. My bad.
Not RuPaul. Fuck. You guys are gonna make me look it up. So, guys, I'm not reading chat right now. So if you say it, I'm not ignoring you. I'm typing. First trans op in U.S. Christine Jorgensen. Is this the one? Was this the one? No, that one's back in 52. So it wasn't the. Sex reason, yeah. I forget. Okay, I forget the person's name, but there was a big one in the 80s, which I swear they said was the first. It doesn't matter. Here we go.
Since delegitimizing these experiences or these experiments allows them to maintain control over our culture. Colonization and fascism have caused the systemic erasure of these kinds of practices from history.
You just told us it wasn't actually what you're talking about. Fascism is keeping trans people from history that you just said weren't even in history.
Yeah, fascism's that good. It's got a time machine.
Science.
European settlers forced indigenous people to adopt patriarchal models. The Nazis burned research of trans people. So much of the history of gender variance has been lost.
You mentioned the Talmud. Did that get lost at some point, Jack?
Maybe.
Did I miss part of Western culture where that went away?
Maybe.
All right.
Pointless violence. But for me, as a trans scientist,
That actually made my head hurt.
A trans scientist, as in a scientist who studies transgenderism, or somebody that's transitioning out of science into some other field, like into barber. Like, is this person really a barber, and they're a trans scientist?
They actually are a door greeter at Walmart, but they identify as a scientist.
But they have a lab coat.
Oh, fuck, a trans scientist.
You can't just order one of those on Amazon, right?
what's encouraging is that no matter how hard they try, they can never truly stop us out
because we're roaches.
We are natural.
If you were natural, you'd have been born with your vagina. That's natural. Can we acknowledge what natural means?
No, that's bigoted.
Even if you want to believe all the trans nonsense, it's not natural. Even if you believe in the trans brain bullshit. Remember they got rid of the gay brain. Remember that? And the girl brain. They got rid of all of those.
Yeah,
and they
because
brought them.
We have to point out why they got rid of that, because then it would be genetic and you could test for that and then abort them.
But now there's a trans brain, and see, it's science, except it's really not. It's just not. But even if you accept all of that, it would still be unnatural. God damn it. I hate these people.
We exist, we always will exist, and therefore we will always come back to resist oppression. 2023 was a rough year for trans people, and all signs are...
How? Can somebody answer me that? They keep acting like they're the most oppressed person in the world. But if you just say, I'm trans, nobody is allowed to question a goddamn thing you say. Literally, Mutahar puts out his video on Keffels. There's a picture in the thumbnail. It's the only place the picture shows up that's drawn by a guy who's drawn tons of people that way who aren't trans. You look at the picture side by side and you're like, yeah, it's just his artistic style. And what was the defense of Keffels for that video? Why are you being transphobic with this picture? You literally can be any kind of shitbag you want to. You can literally be a child rapist, claim to be trans, and people will fucking defend you. We saw one of the judges that Biden wants to give more power to who did this. Yep. Sent a child rapist to go live with the girls because prison was too mean for him.
Yep. Well, I mean, they claimed they're transgenders.
Claimed he was trans. How the fuck are you oppressed? Because some people question your bullshit? I'm so tired of this bullshit about I'm so oppressed. How is it so many people who have everything, you literally to the point you're not allowed to question them, are oppressed? You know what? Fuck it. I want our Chinese overlords. I will go through the struggle as long as this motherfucker has to too.
I think the struggle at the labor camp this person is assigned will be quite difficult.
I am so tired of them whining about it. The worst 2023 is the worst year for trans people.
Oh yeah, look, their lives are so fucking hard. People do not remember what struggle is.
No,
And it's amazing to me that they whine about such petty inconveniences.
I want all of these motherfuckers dropped in the middle of Somalia because it's still a shithole, Jack. It's a good place to
it's
just
Somalia.
drop them.
Yeah.
They are not allowed to leave for 6 months. We don't give them anything. In 6 months, you can come back and we'll talk. We'll fly you out in 6 months. Good luck making it 6 months, by the way.
Yeah, no shit.
But then you can fucking tell me about how bad your life is sitting here, being able to go, actually, am I really a girl? And if you say anything bad about that, I will get you canceled from I'll get you fired from your job. I'll get you won't be allowed out in public at all because people will throw hot garbage at you.
We have for generations had people that have never struggled, never been hungry, never experienced strife in any respect. They didn't have to worry about a lot of diseases like malaria, cholera, stuff like typhus. And they think that they're so coddled and so well off that these kind of petty inconveniences are the entire world to them. It's very frightening that we are that soft as a nation.
This is a man claiming to be a woman. That alone, to take on what women have to deal with. I'm going to be nice to the women. I would never want to be a woman, Jack. You know the kind of shit just their bodies go through? Even if they don't have a kid, once a month, their body just vomits from their crotch for 7 days. Why would you want to be that? And how dare you make light of that shit? I'm so oppressed. Fuck you. You are not oppressed enough. If you were, you would not have nail polish, your Harry Potter glasses, and your fake fucking lab coat with your Dyke cup. You are a man with a Dyke cup.
That cup alone would probably get you thrown off a building in Palestine.
This is a dude who wants to bang lesbians. There's a fucking shock.
Yeah, well,
I'm totally a lesbian with my penis.
Yeah, you have to absorb my feminine penis in your bonus hole, or you're a bigot.
It's science. Fuck you.
Real quickly, thank you, Frosted Glass. I was assigned to male at birth, but I later realized that I am largely. I'm sorry, let me start that over. I was assigned to male at birth, but I later realized that I am really a large musical group based in northern Russia. I am not a man. I am a Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Nice.
It's true.
Oh, I fucking hate these people. All right, let's come on. Before that's good. He said he hates trans people. I hate trans activists. I really do.
Because most of them are frauds and don't have gender dysphoria.
Well, not only that, not all of them. There's a ton of trans activists who aren't trans.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate all of them because they're a bunch of liars. A bunch of liars who pretty much just want to rape people. Whether it's children or women, they just want to rape. And again, trans activists.
Pointing to an even worse 2024. So we all need to remember that there's nothing more natural than being trans or non-binary.
There's nothing more natural than being trans.
Or non-binary.
They are more natural, Jack, than men and women who actually identify as men and women.
Those bastards.
There's nothing more natural. You go outside and you see the forest and the grass freshly cut, and it's all like, oh, I love being in nature. Well, I'm here and I'm the most natural thing. And it's the most unnatural thing you've ever seen in your life. It's a chick with boobies and a dick.
Yeah. The Adam's apple and big hands gave it away.
But hey, look at those fingernails. That proof it's a girl. I fucking hate these people.
Like
If
that
you are
lion
trans-
is mounting another lion to prove his dominance. Therefore, they're all gays.
Or non-binary, as we close up the year, always remember that you are a blessing. You are the person that your ancestors have been waiting for.
You are the person your ancestors have been waiting for.
You're the chosen trans, Harry.
Oh, God damn it.
When I heard the word transcestors, I was like, yeah, I'm giving this one to Monkey.
You literally just told us that there aren't any transcestors. Those weren't trans. You told us that. But not trans. Oh, fuck off.
Thank you for existing. Take care, keep doing science, and happy learning.
This is the worst episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy I've ever even heard of.
Oh, no. I guarantee you, this person has a good shot of being on the new Queer Kids stuff.
You know how I know trans isn't real? Because Mr. Wizard never told me about it.
I think Mr. Wizard would have been horrified by this pseudoscience bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. Any real scientist is horrified by this shit. Whether they feel comfortable enough to say so or not is the only question.
Yeah, or if they've been brainwashed by their transcestors. Can you summon the transcestors? Oh, do you need like multiple different spells for that?
I don't know. Maybe you need Hermione to come along so you can bang her with your feminine penis, and that's what causes. I don't fucking know.
Well, look, if it comes to it, I will have sex with Emma Watson to find out. How's that?
I mean, that's fair. It's nice of you to take one for the team.
I'm a giver.
Sorry, I'm arguing with Twitter real quick. I'm writing. I did not break the rules. I'd be more specific, but you weren't, so I can't.
Yeah, you didn't tell me what I did wrong.
And let's see if it makes me go through the 20-step process again.
Probably.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're going to have to give your pronouns too, aren't you?
You want to see this shit? Check this out. I don't think there's anything identifying on the screen. All right, so I'm appealing a suspended account. And I have to see that there's a 6 here and this little weird symbol. I have to click these over until that symbol is in this ring for the 6. And I have to do that 20 goddamn times.
What is this, like some sort of occult nonsense?
This is fucking... Who okay,
Are
Twitter.
you summoning a demon?
Maybe. Twitter, who is out there saying, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to get somebody's account unsuspended for them without their knowledge. Why do I need to verify I'm a human to be like, nah, bro, you guys fucked up?
Oh, this is fucking dumb. Yeah, they didn't fuck up. They just hate anybody that doesn't think the way they do.
This is so fucking stupid. I can stop sharing it as I do.
Yeah, that's fucking irritating. I'm irritated watching that.
That's what you got to go through to. And I want to do this live because I want to see how long it takes me to get my rejection email. So keep talking. For a second,
it'll be
Jack.
automated. Like you'll get it the second you hit enter.
Right.
They make you jump through some hoops to get your account out of purgatory. Yeah, well, there's no redemption with these people, so
yeah. If I get my
about to
account
destroy-
out of purgatory, I'm gonna have a few things to say.
which is why you'll be back in purgatory.
Probably, but this is stupid. This is really dumb.
Of course, it's stupid.
A 20-step process. This is like when the bank is like, hey, somebody deposited a large amount of money in your bank account. Was that you? Like, even if it wasn't, take it. The
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you?
It's a deposit, not a withdrawal.
If somebody's out there randomly giving out thousands of dollars, you let them give it to me. I'm okay with that.
No, this is so that you'll be discouraged from even trying.
Oh, yeah. Because we didn't talk about it a lot on the stream, but there for a while, I was appealing literally every day.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. But
I was wasting their time for being douchebags. It just made me feel a little better that somebody, and at that time, it was not an automated thing. How do I know? Because of how long it took them to answer. It was still just their generic response, but it made me feel better that somebody was physically having to do it.
I
It's
just
kind
like the fact that people actually had to do their job at Twitter when you did that.
It's kind of like with the YouTube and us getting demonetized on every video. I still challenge everyone, knowing that a lot of them won't be, just so I know somebody there had to go, this motherfucker again. Can't we do something about him? It's childish, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
All right. Number 20 is being submitted. So here we go. It is 2:39 a.m. Done loading. What? That's not quite right. What? Oh, try again, you motherfucker.
You got to do all 20 again, too, don't you?
Yep. Apparently, I messed up one of them. That's what I get for talking while I do this. All right. That one's right. If somebody has an automated way to do this that's not human, please send it to me.
Do it.
And it's kind of fucked up too, because the icon changes. The one that you're shown is sometimes in white, right? But on the screen, it's in black.
Oh, that's tricky.
It's douchey. 6 in the guitar pick, sure. I don't even know what this one is. It looks like a toilet with a rook in it from chess.
Well, look, Monkey, you're probably raising a demon right now.
I probably am.
It's best not to know what it says so you could have plausible deniability later.
What cunt designed this? Jesus
Somebody
Christ.
here that hates other humans.
I have nothing but time on my hand. I will do this every chance I get. Okay, maybe not every chance, because sometimes I want to play video games. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, when you're bored and there's a loading screen.
Yeah, like fuck it. I'll do this for a little while.
Think of it as a mini game.
Yeah. As long as it has the offer for me to do it, why not? And again, look, guys, I know I'm not changing the world. I'm annoying somebody. I'm annoyed right now, so I'm passing it along. So, Jack, how's your family doing, man?
About the same. Not great, not horrible. It's exciting. I was paying the bills today, and property taxes are up. I was like, oh, fucking hell, these are expensive.
Yeah, it's okay, though. I hear the economy's doing great.
Yeah, everything's going gangbusters out there. Food prices are only up, I don't know, what, 20%, I think I heard, or 19%. And your average wages went down $50 because cost of living is outpacing your raises.
No, Sideshow Bob told us just the other day that inflation is down under Biden. Actually, I think she might have said that yesterday.
Yeah, well,
so yesterday being Tuesday. Yeah.
She's a liar, so I don't trust anything that lunatic says. Her attempts to murder Bart Simpson are disgusting as well.
Can you imagine saying that with a straight face, that inflation is down under Biden?
Hey, she is a black lesbian, Monkey. If you can't trust her, who can you trust?
It's how I know these people don't believe in the religions that they claim, because saying something like that, she would be afraid that she'd be smoked by God.
Yeah. Well, they always fake religions. They all worship Moloch or Satan or something anyway. So
that time I proved I was human. I just got my thank you at 2:43 a.m. Let's go check my email, shall we?
Is the rejection in there already?
It is.
I knew it.
Accounts may be permanently suspended for violations of Twitter rule. Literally at 2:43 a.m. It was denied.
Wow.
There's no chance anybody looked at that at all.
Nope.
Wow. Thanks, Elon, you douchebag. I'll do that again later just to. It's not as fun anymore when it's just their automated system.
No, but I expect that. I have a feeling with the election they're going to ban a lot of people because Elon may be a believer in free speech, but his employees sure shit aren't.
Right. Yeah.
And he did hire somebody from the World Economic Forum, so. So what's up, chat? You guys being sexy out there?
There we go.
Oh, there you are.
You cut out for me when you said they did hire, and that's where it broke. So they did hire who?
They did hire as the head somebody that worked for the World Economic Forum.
That's true. That's true. Which, look, maybe that was just her job, and she's not actually a douchebag. I don't know. But I know. I'm trying to be charitable. But we do know that a lot of stuff has gone on. I mean, like I said, Dr. Disrespect today admitted to sexting a minor, and no big deal. I have not said anything worse than, hell yeah, dude, I was out there sexting kids. I didn't mean it, though. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Please share anytime you see us because my account's down for a while. And I'm torn here, Jack, because I really do want to reach out and be like, what the fuck is going on? But if my cousin's account does that, that one can end up permanently locked.
Yeah.
So
that hits you for ban evasion, even though it's your cousin's account.
Yeah. So if anybody would like to, oh, you know what? I really should do this. I'm not going to show my emails, Jack, because I don't know what all's in there. But I do want to show and prove that this absolutely happened when I said it did. So we'll just take a little screenshot of it so you guys can see it.
Yeah, make sure your private info is covered.
Yep. There we go. Yep, you can see that it's to my account. And I don't care if my email's out there. It used to be in my Twitter bio. I don't, or in my YouTube bio. I don't know if it still is. But this one, I believe, right? Oh, I want to make sure I'm sharing the right one. Nope, this one. There we go. There we are. As you can see, my email account there, right on Twitter support, says to monkey@therantingmonkey.com. That is me. And you can see the time frame. I know it's really small, but it says 2:43 a.m. You guys heard when I sent it. So there we go. We have the actual proof on screen. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, he didn't actually get that email. No, it happened that quick. They're such douchebags, man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're wrapping up. So, guys, thank you for all the support. You guys are wonderful. We love you. Jack. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the donations. How can I almost forget that? I told Jack before the show, my headspace is really fucked up because it's just happened. And all I want is an answer. Start there. Give me.
All you're going to get is an automated response.
Yeah. They're not even actually looking. There's literally, unless somebody was like, okay, I'm right here on this button just in case that fucker answers. And it's happened to me twice already tonight where it immediately was just a rejection.
Yeah.
But hey, you can appeal.
It'll get denied automatically, but you can appeal.
Thank you guys for the donations. You guys are so kind to us. We really do appreciate it. Jack, anything you want to show out?
No, I got nothing, but Frosted did say his cable box synopsis of Ben-Hur refers to Charlton Heston's character as a Palestinian Jew. And ladies, if you want to get ahead in life, Hawk Tau for life. And thank you so much for the donations. You guys are awesome. Hopefully I'll have some new stuff up later this week, but things have been kind of crazy. You guys are the best, though. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us. And don't forget to follow all of our accounts and follow Ranting Monkey's cousin if you can. And keep an eye out. Make sure you're following us on Rumble too, because you never know what's going to happen around here.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Jack, a pleasure as always.
Always glad to be here.
Everyone, have a good night. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
I don't want to sing. I'm not in a singing mood. Shit.